Now, Germany's second biggest airline, Air Berlin, filed for bankruptcy protection last week as a fierce battle gets underway over the rights to some prime takeoff and landing slots. But Ryanair has cried foul over the whole process, calling it a conspiracy to favour airline Lufthansa. Eoghan Corry, editor of Travel Extra, is here. Eoghan, what went wrong with Air Berlin? Why is it insolvent?
It had all sorts of running problems for about 10 years, and then the tooth fairy came, and the tooth fairy came in the form of Etihad, the well-funded Middle Eastern airline, and then the tooth fairy started running out of money. Etihad invested heavily in Alitalia, in a Serbian airline, and in Air Berlin, and wanted to keep funding them, but it was clear by the middle of last week that they were unable to do so. The Etihad strategy was devised largely by James Hogan, who was sidelined within Etihad, and it was clear that they were running out of money and needed somebody else to come to the rescue.
So Etihad stepped out, the German government stepped in. Sounds like a plausible move in the busy summer season, but isn't that effectively state aid?
This is Germany, this is the old Franz Beckenbauer approach from the 1970s. Organise your back four, keep your defences and nick a goal. That's how they've won 3 World Cups, but the same is really applied in the aviation industry. One of the most heavily defended countries for outsiders trying to get into has been Germany, and also France falls into that category. Ryanair have been very cranky about this for a long time. They've seen it as covert state aid, and last Wednesday they were issuing statements saying that this is overt state aid, that Lufthansa have and the German government have effectively got together to bolster up those defences, and it's also saying that there's an opportunity here which is not being administered to everyone evenly, and you see a lot in the German press calling on Lufthansa to be a champion of Germany, and it's old-fashioned stuff, all right.
Doesn't Ryanair have a point here? If Lufthansa are given first dibs on the assets now?
Well, first dibs on the assets is only the start of the story. We also have how the airports react to it, and Ryanair are in a position, they're pretty much in it's a perfect position for them. They are been looking at Germany for a long time. They've a market share of about 3 or 4%. They've managed to ratchet that up to about 7-8% in the last year. But this is 27% of the German market on a plate for whoever manages to jump in. And Ryanair are in a perfect position. It solves two major problems for them. How to get a bigger market share in Germany. They've talked about 14-15%. This could get them up beyond 20%. It's also, they've got 300 aircraft on order from Seattle, from Boeing, on their way. Everybody is asking them, where are they going to go? If Germany presents at this level, it gives them that option. It also gives them options with Brexit if they're moving aircraft away from the British market. And then the third thing is that I think Michael O'Leary wakes up in the morning dreaming of upsetting Lufthansa, and this is a real chance to upset Lufthansa.
Eoghan Corry, editor of Travel Extra, thank you very much.
Thank
Indeed,
you very
currencies
much, Brian.
finally, the